Hello! I've been asked several times if there are easy rules or simple technique to follow when we reflect shapes across the X and the Y axis in the coordinate plane. Well, join with me in this video series as we learn together a new type of transformation, reflection. My channel. This is Teacher Rosel, and if you're new here, don't forget to click like and subscribe at the bottom below so that you'll get updates of my newest videos every week. Okay, so earlier on we talked about some simple rules and technique to follow when we reflect shapes across the X and the Y axis. So let's start with the X axis first. One basic rule is that we have to write down the location of each point. For instance, this triangle ABC, we have to write down its location. So for A is located at X is 1, Y is 2. And B is at 3, X is 3, this is the X, this is the Y. X is 3, Y is 6. So 3, 6. What about letter C? Location C. This is 4 and 2. 4 and 2. Now, what is the technique that we're gonna use when we reflect this shape across the X axis? So, here's the technique. Once you reflect it on the X axis, the X point stays the same, but the Y takes the opposite. What does it mean? So for instance, this point A, I'll label it here A dash, that's the image, location of A. So I'll take X, 1 stays the same, and then the 2 takes the opposite because this is the Y. This is the X, Y. 2 takes the opposite. What does it mean when we say opposite? So opposite of 2 is a negative 2. So we have to say negative 2. What about B dash? B dash is at 3, stays the same, the X stays the same, and the Y takes the opposite, negative 6. What about the C? C would be 4, C dash or the image, 4, negative 2. Now, once you got the 3 points, now it's time for you to plot it in the coordinate plane. Now let's plot it together. So where is A? A is at 1 and negative 2. So 1 here and the negative 2. And you have to label it as A dash. Then B is at 3 and negative 6. 3, X is 3 and negative 6. This is over right here. And then C is at 4 and negative 2. So right here. Now, once you completed plotting all of the points, B dash, we have to label it like that so that we know that is the image or the opposite reflected image. After that, we have to connect the lines together. A and C right there. So this is the reflected image along the X-axis. Okay, so what about if we are asked to reflect this shape into the Y-axis? So over here, reflect it over there. What we gonna do? So the same technique, but then there's a tweak in it. So what's the tweak? So when we reflect it on the X-axis, remember the rule? X stays the same, Y takes the opposite. Now, we have to flip it. X change, takes the opposite, and Y remains. Let's take a look at this. So A dash would be X is negative. It becomes negative 1. And the Y stays the same. And then 2. What about the B image of location B? B is 3 and 6, so it becomes negative 3 and keep the 6 with that one. Letter C, image, That's 4 and 2, so this will becomes negative 4 and 2. So once you got the 3 points, it's time for you to plot it. So where is A? A is at negative 1 and 2, so right over here. And then B is negative 3 and 6, negative 3 and 6 right here. What about C? C is at negative 4 and positive 2 over here. Okay, so once you have the A, this is your B, and this is your C. Okay, it's time for you to draw the line, connect the dots. So A and B, then C. So that is the reflected image in the y-axis. Okay, so let's recap what we've learned. So when we reflect along the x-axis, the x stays the same, x stays, then the y change. Okay, so that's for the x-axis. If it's on the y-axis, the x change, y stays. So one rule and then another rule. So two rules, two basic rules to remember. Okay, so this technique becomes handy, especially if there's no graph given and you're given only the points or the location, or if the location given are too big numbers for you to graph it, and also if it overlaps. Let's say for instance the shape is over here at the in between the x, so overlapping it will be confusing. Okay, so that's it for now. I hope you remember the rules or the technique that I taught you. Next video, we will be talking about reflecting these shapes diagonally. Let's say y is equal to x and y is equal to negative x. Alright, so see you in my next video and bye-bye!